really beautiful fellow human beings. So I was making a few more of those olive grubber-like things for friends and family, and figured pop on. The appointment today is at 2:15 and not at 1:15, so had a little extra time, so made a few more, and finishing this guy now. And it's the same one, some brass head. And let me zoom in. Jeez, so tired. Every day I'm like closer to just falling asleep standing up, or being able to anyway. So let me try to come on. Whoops. I just don't understand why it doesn't focus. Let me put my hair back. I'm trying to wear plainer backgrounds so it doesn't mess the focus up, because it is a little dark back here. Well, maybe if I just start going at it. Let me go my glue up on it. Hope everyone who sees this has a beautiful day. My mom got her diabetes medicine, and I think she overdid the insulin a little bit. She just was picked up by an ambulance, so it's definitely a brutal start to the day already. But better time to get back here for some quiet before any more storms brew today. So, gonna be going to just one appointment today. Hopefully get the swallowing test and the lung biopsy scheduled, but we'll know more within the next few days on that. Just really trying to get the treatment started as soon as possible. There's a lot of loose ends to tie before the phrase put any more time in between now and the beginning. And it's gonna be a lot of constant, why won't this focus? Maybe I'll get closer. The lighting isn't the best. I still haven't found any lights, because definitely gonna be really frugal the next few days. Next few weeks. Come on, focus like I have to. So it's gonna be really nice. Grubber. Gonna give this one to my dad. And then maybe the next one I'll finally try it. I have it in my mind. I haven't looked it up yet, because I'm sure there's ample patterns. Here, let's see. Do I have another one? Yeah. Look at that. Alright, let me just get it on there a little. Why isn't it focusing? Right, I might have to turn the camera around to use the better side finally. Use the selfie side, if you will, or the front facing camera, so you can see y'all. But it's so blurry. Help. No. No. This is about the plainest thing that I have to wear. So, oh, it's just there. You son of a snatch. Just focus on the thing. All right. So, making a grubber of sorts. Nice and weighted. If you're into Elliott Smith, you might be into this because this gets deep. Sorry, I don't know. Just couldn't really think of anything else to say. Gonna be digging out some trolling hooks here shortly. Just was already finishing these, so I figured throw the camera. Oh, why finish them alone? I needed a moment. I have to run out there if it's a doctor call. Ooh, worst sound on planet Earth is the thread hitting the tip of the hook. Ooh, and shovels on concrete. As a child of a blue-collar worker, blue-collar extraordinaire, I have heard many a shovel on many a concrete and asphalt. Got trapped in the lead. Gosh, this is really I have to figure something out. Every time I look up, I'm like, Uno. Oh, I was holding a cat earlier. Is that a little better? So that it's just, it really is light. Alright. Gosh, why is it doing that? It just will not keep focus. Alright. Dear Lord. Can't see hook for real. Yeah, well, I really need a light. I can't find any locally. If I could just get to Walmart or somewhere. It's so brutal. I'm losing my mind back here. Hey! Choseman22, how are you doing today? I just gotta keep my hand right here at all times. Yeah, but it was that, it zoomed out too. Oh, my skin's breaking. Human. But I just need maybe plain white shirts. Or to change it so the camera's here and looking that way, and we can make them together. Hey, Team Quack Attack, how you doing today? For some reason my camera won't focus. It's really dark back here. I'm trying to do it at daytime, but all the windows are covered because it produces a lot of heat. And it's a sunroom that isn't separated, so an afterthought. The windows are huge, 70s. Not jalousie. They're other style where there will usually be 3 or 4 large, long pane windows, kind of like large jalousies. I'm not sure if they have their own name. So let me get that wax out because that helped a lot. Again, thank you whoever sent this high-tech wax. This has been a dream. Quite frankly, I didn't have anything that I could use for dubbing wax. And really nice to have. Will this be enough? Here, let me cut some more wire. Oh, where is it? Oh, right in front of me. I really like how sturdy and strong this wire is, and it's so thin. It just came in a kit. The hook is off screen? Really? Is there a glitch happening? Definitely let me know, cause I gotta get one of those Hobby Lobby lights. Forgot what they call them there. They're just like $10. There's a bunch of different styles and sizes. Every time I go, I always look at them like hard. Because there's a great big wall of them, since just about anybody who shops at any of the sections there can appreciate a well-lit workspace. Let me get a feather, which is over here. Which, still working with a Ziploc filing system. Get a long one so I don't hit the fluff. Right on that. I'm forgetting something. Oh, pearl flash. Jeez. I'm not gonna add the Flashaboo to the back this time. Just this. Oh, I am sleepy, but 12:34, so about 1 I'll start getting ready. I won't miss any appointments. My mom is at the hospital right now because she just got her diabetes medicine, and she's just one of those diabetics, I guess, that just a diabetic in denial. That's all I can say. Unfortunately. And like, it's technically reversible if you... And she likes all the healthy stuff too, but she really can't stay away from sweet. She'll eat sweet she doesn't like sour gummy worms and caramel. It's become almost a full-time job, if you will, making sure my mom doesn't find any sweets. Code, tell him about the ration bag. And then our friends had to, because after her coma, she was in really, really bad shape, obviously. So when I get her rides out to the swamp, I would have to tell people absolutely no Dunkin' Donuts stops. And she would guilt trip them every single time to get a Dunkin' Donuts. Not like, you know, anything too menacing, but yes, she would always have a cup of Dunkin' Donuts, and sometimes she would throw it in the garbage before she got inside. And the last time she dropped it. She was so bad. I was like, if that's not the clearest case of karma, you're not supposed to be drinking them. Because she doesn't just get like iced coffee, cream and sugar, or black coffee with just cream. It's like 50,000 pumps of what have you. And just gotta stay away from it for a while. And she didn't even know she was diabetic. She got a little nick, my pig, rest in paradise. blue. He had these huge tusks. So if you weren't paying attention, you could get like really injured out of nowhere just like walking into him. And she got a little nick on her shin, and it was healing weird. Thankfully, she went to the hospital just to make sure it wasn't infected or anything, because it is from a pig's mouth. And they're like, "What are you doing for your diabetes?" And she's like, "What diabetes?" And that is how my mother found out she was diabetic. Okay, so after I'll trim the flash. It's just a little messy. I really can't see. You can't see, and that's more important. So Will sent a message. He's probably telling me that the stream is unviewable. I really apologize. I might just have to do them outside or clear out that spare room back there, but had I guess like you would call family friend at this point. It's known for so long, and I don't know, I'm not like shaming anybody or anything if he had depression or what, but it was clearly like something, because like the way the place was like trashed, it was like, whoa, this is like on one of those shows. And he just like lived in there every day, so it's probably some form of like depression and stuff, but still gotta like really get in there and repaint and all that, which I don't mind at all. Was waiting on doing any form of upkeep like that, and until treatments start, because then I will also have more downtime, because that will be the focus. Right now it's been brutal because we're in the early planning stages, so it's really hard to get people on the phone. Alright, I gotta learn how to do this more effectively, try to get some chenille for these, something thick with a lot of shine. But since I don't have any local shops, it's really hard to conceptualize like what the diameters, well, not diameters, but like large and medium, like the thickness difference in person. And loads of other materials. I just have zero ideas on like what their feel is. Some stuff like the lead eyes, I'm not sure how to kind of pair the size to whatever I'm working on yet. And I know that the different weights, like in different depths, but like what is too big for what size hook, and too small, but okay. You know what? I forgot, so I got all of this. Please, if you see me doing anything wrong, I really am just a beginner. Made jewelry and did arts and crafts my whole life. Just wanted to land on something that ticked every box and I could do for the rest of my life. Happily. Or like, I don't know. All in the name of nutrient-dense food acquisition, which now is very important because fatty fish is at the top of my list as far as food. Been looking up all kinds of recipes for the bait fish because we got sardines, we got anchovies, we have it all, herring. And so looked up like Spanish sardine recipe. And if you see the little, fishing villages in Italy where they lived 300, those kind of places, their diet will often say seafood or fish, but they never tell you it's small fish, low mercury or other heavy metals. When I cement well, not for these, but when I pick them out, when I'm sitting like in front of a TV or something, I try to get all the loose bits off, so the whole plastics, nothing is falling off of it. But I quite like trying to get them nice and scruffy. A lot of scruffy things down there when I'm swimming. Okay. Ended at a nice spot, but I still need a little more, so maybe this will get a little bulky. Oh wow. Hands are a little cold, so it's hard to move them where I want them to go. I hope everyone's having a perfect day. Definitely I mean, every day I feel like I genuinely do have a new form of appreciation for our life here on planet Earth. As wild as it is. Don't like thinking about it for too long at a time. Freaks me out. I'm not even exaggerating. I don't look at the sky because that shit's scary. This is a reenactment of me looking at a beautiful starry night. Ah! Like if you ever appreciate the stars with me, you'll see my face go from all like, wow, it's such a beautiful starry night to this is deeply concerning. So let me get some of this loose bit off. Give it a proper haircut. Very nice. Beautiful. I just can't. I have only recently got in this little case of ice dove. I had one bag of pearl. Such a incredibly effective material that has so much refraction. Like using this in anything, like little shadow boxes or just a tuff of. That's okay because we're wrapping with other stuff. That's funny looking though. But like if you're making a little Christmas scene, if you will, use this mixed in with the snow. I don't know. A lot of the stuff, my mind goes right to Christmas. I have a huge desire to make Christmas ornaments, but every year it just sneaks up. I think that's the one reason why I like making like kind of like a really thick dubbing noodle, if you will. I'm not sure. Like thickly dub the thread, because I like being able to channel the feather through the kind of area. Just I'm able to get better spacing until I have more of a feel for it in general. Alright, what am I doing? Alright, let me go over here. Yes, definitely can't miss today's appointment. And then have to go to the dentist to get a release form for radiation. It's just so intense. Slowly getting to photograph everything. A lot of paintings for sale and stuff like that. My dad in his spare time would sell antiques. Both of us really like yard sales and flea markets and digging through trash piles legally, or something. I don't know. Anyway, we're saviors of the inanimate. Too much. But yeah, I really like collecting all kinds of stuff. And my dad has a lot of really cool old tools and old tackle. And I really want to start doing vending again. Kind of been wanting to do it with them for a while. Because my dad just sells things casually, but oh my gosh. We're both like addicted to flea markets, so you know. I work mainly in clothes and accessories and little tchotchkes. My dad's really into tools. Got this really, really cool, like really, really old tools. Different drill setups and all that. Can we pull this up a little bit? Nice and heavy. I found these hooks in his drawer. Oh, forgot. Shoot. Been adding little beards of flash. And I forgot the wire. I'll add a little bit more flash when I tie back over that. I'm gonna do a few more wraps than usual because this one is sturdy. Make sure nothing gets caught. Well, maybe in the waiting room I'm waiting, I could look for a lamp. Like, I would be stopping in places while going around to these appointments to kind of ease up on gas and like kill multiple birds with very few stones. But my dad's just like in brutal pain, so just been focusing on getting back to the house after each and every appointment. It's so brutal. Like the, how do you say, like the what would that be? The like what you're gonna experience after the treatment. The effects are brutal. See, my grandparents died in my early 20s, and I was like in the early stages of just losing my mind completely. Life wasn't what I thought it could be. I mean, even though it is, and it's just, you know, that life transition of, oh my god, Santa isn't real. But all good. So I don't have a lot of like memory in my forefront of how that went. Don't ask when I'm putting more of this, it just felt right. So when I brush it, I really want like some strands to flow through the hackle, I think. Definitely catching up. If anybody else has any experience with squamous cell carcinoma, that's what it is specifically. Oops, put too much. It's okay. Just gonna do it quick. Too much flash at the front. Alright, I gotta find one number because I really apologize for repeating the mantra of finding a lamp. But it's getting dire. I was planning on going out to the swamps for a little bit because I can't burn out either. Nobody can. And just when one appointment concludes, another one pops up. Really looking for, I need to get a pick. Really looking for the treatment to start though. Kind of like the main focus currently. Then it'll be like, there'll be a flow, a pattern to follow, because right now it's just like flying blind. Not sure, never sure who to call when. Only today's like, yeah, you don't have to do the calls, like people will call you back, and it's like, we'll be waiting for eternity if we wait for callbacks. There is just no way. The last 2-3 weeks I've been here, I've watched this shit grow like it's alive, like it's a demonic entity. So either speed up the process or get Tucker Carlson on the line, because we clearly got some demonic activity in this space and time. I don't mean to laugh, but I have to, because it's so brutal and it's so permanent and real and inescapable. No one to push it onto, because only child in these parts, hey. So let this be a warning. Think twice before having just one kid. Because that one kid is gonna have to be... Alright, so too much here. But that's gonna look so much different when I do find a little wire brush. I really want to get those threads few long ones exposed. In my mind's eye, I see it going through and like just like that super life force energy look that fish have. You know, refracting every color of the rainbow, all divine like. It's amazing how bad the lighting is. Every time I turn it, like half of the fibers disappear. So what time is it? So 1. Alright, gonna get ready. I have just one appointment to go to today with my dad. My mom had to go to the hospital. Yeah, I actually will probably bring this with me so I could just like fidget with it. And I'll like pick the dub out until the strands, because then when it moves in water, I foresee these strands like being like the loose dub strands, because even just a single strand has a ton of flash, and when it's wet, those will be like pressed up against the body in between the hackle, and then of course that will just like push down a little bit maybe to make a profile of something meaty, like push water around as something meaty would. That's how I picture it currently, at least. But I really gotta get down in the water. I'm really excited for spring and summer to get here. I know it's a while away, but it's such a joy to be able to bring these in water and watch it and like play with it and see exactly how it moves and how it can move. Because did return the bait casters yesterday, so Coach should probably be ordering more here soon. Because it's gonna start testing them that way. Be a little bit easier to anywhere. And it's a really light setup, so it could fit in my bag. And yeah, definitely had the idea of like being able to go get to the pier more. A little down about the dredging, but still, even just to sit out there, because very good for the human mind. That's for damn sure. But I just until the treatment starts, oh my gosh, it's just nonstop calls. They really want you to just call, stay on the phone, and then tell you not to call, and then tell you to call, and then tell you that they have to talk to the CCP. I don't know if that's what they said. I asked her, did you say the CCP? Because obviously it's not China, it's just like something else here that just happens to have the same acronym or whatever. Is that an acronym? I don't know. My mind's fried. But it's just like, oh man, I thought I could, or things couldn't get worse. I have to contact the CCP. Well, you can't contact them, it's just for doctors. But it's a whole extra step in the chain of authorizing dire procedures. Or maybe I'll use a hook. Oh, there you go. Try not to like push all the way through it so I don't damage the thread. Forgot how life easy used to be when I had a little wire brush, but still on my desk. I never threw it in my toolbox. I just want to get that like collar, not so much a collar, but kind of like a tassel, rather than like a fur collar that would be on an old coat. Rather than like a Cruella de Vil collar. Nerves are high. Hello, hands. I'll use both hands. So nice out though today. I was able to sit outside for a little bit. And yeah, it's doing it. Yeah. Now when I take a brush to it, these fibers will lay down the body. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm trying to do. I think next time, instead of trying to dub it like that, I'll just pinch some. I don't know. I'm really desperate to incorporate it though, because it's so lifelike. It's just very, very reflective, and just need to learn how to better use it. Hey David, how you doing today? Pretty good. I got a little appointment here to go to with my dad here in a little bit, but other than that, hoping to start settling into a new pattern and staying busy all while doing so. Trying to make like a very, very shiny, glistening fish, bugger fish thing. Something to rip through the water. It's really heavy. Getting the fibers. I'm trying to make this like color fibers, but I want it to like bleed in and down the body rather than like an old like collar, but I think it's gonna take some reworking on the next one. But still, I mean, it's just a bunch of flash. I just want to get it a little neater and no loose ones falling off or anything like that. Ooh, what's that? Oh, some glue. Dry glue. I just gotta get a brush to it so it can get under the fibers and just look a little better. Or dip it in water. That's really nice in person. I wish it looked the same. I could dunk it in some water. But start getting ready. We gotta be there at 2:15 and it's about 20 minutes away. So probably should be walking out the door a little earlier. Then I'll pick up all this when I get back and start some more, because I really want to get what's in my mind out, because what's in my mind is a sparkly fish, and then the next step is I really want to figure out where to add orange, or maybe even do the body as orange. I'm not sure. I tell you what, I would be losing my mind right now if I didn't have this vice to go to. It is so nice. I mean, I have a bunch of a load that make just sitting around, but when I try to like go off into a color combination, I at least try to turn the camera on. Never know. I'm gonna bring the vice out there sometime. Just really trying to keep my hands busy, and therefore my mind's busy, and consistently learning new things too. And please never hesitate to correct anything you see me doing, or any advice. No advice is unsolicited here. All advice is more than welcome and brutally appreciated. Oh my gosh, I wasn't zoomed in enough. But getting a little better. I just have to pick it, find a brush. cause one wet, it looked very shiny, sleek and shiny. Anywho, the vise is holding up really good. It none of it's magnetic, excluding the top. However, no complaints here. I've only used the Colorado Angler travel kit as well as that one Muskoka kit, and it's real small, so you need mini tools, I'm guessing, to use that, but still, I mean, great to just have stashed somewhere. And because boy does it take the load off. So while I'm here, like out in the suburbs, I'm trying to learn as much as I can and as many patterns as I can. But while I'm here, I've just been experimenting and playing with materials and color combinations. The lighting is horrendous, so I haven't been like working with the UV resin or anything. But I'm gonna get a light, hoping to find one soon enough. It's just been like a week or two, and haven't really had any moments to get like life supplies. But they managed to get the bait caster sent out, and it's just you just walk in and you scan your package, they print out a label and you put it in a bag, and that's it. So it was just super easy. I didn't need to pay for a box or look for a box or anything like that. My eyes are fried, but yeah, I'm gonna get ready. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Thank y'all for joining. Gonna just stay poking around. So still though, if there's any patterns you want, I started pulling stuff out to finally try an Adam's fly. I don't know why I'm a little scared of doing the double hackle, like stoked on it, but like the grizzly and the brown hackle together, because I've seen some people tie where they do both feathers at the same time, and some people do the both feathers at separate times. So I'm gonna just watch a bunch of videos. Just really have not been able to focus. Like when I watch videos, like, because for the last few weeks I've just been watching fly tying videos, but it's like my mind does not comprehend any of the words. It's like wah, 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 wah. And like all the objects are like OG AI generated. Like I can't even like render familiarity from anything I'm seeing on screen. It's just my mind's too packed, and it's too cold to swim, and the pool is closed. And it's always closed, but the more I look at it, I really like how it came out. So I'm gonna try again, but with lighter thread. I really don't want to throw anything off. But yeah, I just want these, because there's like that depth throughout the body, but I want these, the individual strands to lay across the body itself and kind of like, you know, that's what I tried to think about that. It's one reason I really like all this. Is like this, it's not just like, if, you know, the chain is short, how is it gonna hang? Like, bad example, what did that mean? Like when you make necklaces, how is it gonna hang? And like if the charm's gonna like be like flat against your hanging weird, or if you pull it a little bit, is it gonna break? But if you pull really hard, will it break? Because it should, so you don't get damaged. Like I make my copper chains with salvaged electrical copper, real strong. You can hold like a huge plant on it, real strong. So I make the clasps very weak. So in case you're like riding your bike and a branch gets stuck, it'll pull off and you just bend the little clasp back. It's not even clasp, it's just a hook really. But yeah, because there should be some breakage. But that's like strategy, in my opinion, in regards to like just basic jewelry making or crafting. But with this is if a fish eats it or not, is if you eat that night or not. Well, not always, because I know not everyone eats fish, and not everyone eats the fish. Not everybody eats every fish they catch. Like, most of them go back. But you know what I mean? Like a craft that could be used for food acquisition directly, not like make something, someone buys it, now I have money to get groceries. Like, maybe not this one specifically, but if I could successfully make flies or lures that catch fish, that is food acquisition, and that blows my mind. I wish I started way sooner. But better late than never, and especially in this realm. So really appreciate every aspect of it, and just genuinely happy to be here. And hope everyone has a beautiful night. I will be back either tonight, probably, because I usually go on around 5, just since the appointment is 2:15. I wasn't sure how the rest of the night was gonna go, especially my mom went to the hospital, and I was finishing this one anyways, so just wanted to make sure it popped on. And I really value this corner of the world. No bugs now. Summer bugs. I'll look into lists. Pretty much in the fly tying encyclopedia stick to the, oh my god, my eyes are starting to look like vaginas. But I try to stick to the warm water and the salt water sections. I'm Southeast Florida, Palm Beach County, and yeah, anything for any saltwater species, but then like also bass, because there's a little lake where Co lives that is jam-packed, and I don't have the most experience with freshwater, but it's quickly becoming a true joy. And I also think I'm gonna use different, or add something else to the dubbing to get more green. I don't know. Or do orange feather with the green, because the orange and the green really, I'm really after that. I really want to make the pike flies. They just have loads of materials to come across. And yeah, materials are intense. I'm trying to find like catalogs so I could like essentially study them, because there's so many things with movements, and I've already made quite a few mistakes in like getting the wrong stuff due to lack of experience, but really wanted to find something that I could spend the rest of my life learning. Ooh, my dad's falling asleep. Alright, I gotta go for because I can't fall asleep. Impossible to wake that man. Holy trucks. That, yeah. Hey, Evo, so finished up making this. Gonna go and wake my dad up. He's got one appointment, and then tomorrow is the first day off in a while from appointments. But trying to get the treatment plan going. Radiation's gonna be 5 times a week for 6 weeks, and chemo's one time a week for 6 weeks. I just have to make sure he gets there, and he's like really tough dude, very stubborn. And so I've been in a meditative state this entire time, because I can't force anybody to do anything, especially like this. And as stressful as it is, at least there's a 70% chance if he follows the treatment that it will eradicate said cancer. And gonna start treatment regardless of the spot in the lung, because going to also be like studying it. I try so hard to follow along, and it's just like it physically, like all the information has a physical weight. And like the more he says, like, it's like, hold on, I'm running out of room. Let me set this stuff down real quick. But not complaining in the least bit. He's the first and only doctor who's actually given us any form of information. Had his charts and everything up. Like, the other doctors like didn't even have the PET scan up or anything to point at to tell. It was very strange, but I get it. It's very specific and hyper specific, but and like you got just like regular humans, as if doctors aren't regular humans. But you have like really sociable ones, and you have ones that are just hyper focused and says exactly what needs to be said and then dips. So I don't put too much thought into that. It's like, you know, if they're, you know, if they're just paying attention to your body, I guess, and the stuff that matters. I don't know. It's soulfully vain, but if anything, also I'm a great distraction. So been trying to keep just really cool information in the air, like. Been trying to find some like documentaries and stuff that the kind of stuff that you see and you're like, wow, I'm really glad I saw that. That was incredible. My life is infinitely better now. That kind of stuff. And but I'll be back later. Gonna make some more of these olive guys because I'm still trying to get the color combination out on here. Which my pearl has like a lot of green to it, like green and white. And then the other is like UV, so it has that purpley. But when I see in kits and like good quality, it'll be like this beautiful cream, opalescent, pearlescent, creamy pearl flash. So I'm trying to find that. And then trying to trigger colors to maybe be reminiscent of it. But anyway, better go. I love y'all. Ebos, Team Quackadak, David. Hope y'all have a beautiful day. And always here. Always poking around on Instagram and Facebook now that kind of have to sit in one place for a really long time. Can't focus on much other than like banter, if you will. But like, gosh, I haven't even been able to. I just gotta sit down and just put a playlist on of patterns, because eventually I'll be like, what is that? And suddenly I'm paying attention. But yeah, it is too, like, I can't really move around much, so I'm always like prepared to bring water or anything. And I gotta figure out something to eat. Holy crap, gonna end up ranting, but maybe I'll do a stream that is like a actual update with everything that's going on rather than casual fly tying stream. Because I've been trying to avoid doing that too. I don't want to overload anyone with the stuff that, real life. But tis is such. But anywho, happy trails, love y'all. See you very soon.